Leicester Jazz House TV. My name is Greta and I'm here with Brandon Allen and we're at the Y Theatre in Leicester. So first of all, hi.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
Greta, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah.
So Brandon, could you please tell a little bit about yourself and about the performance that you are going to do tonight?
Okay, well originally I'm from Australia. I've been here for about 15 years in the UK, 14-15 years, and just been performing around Europe and living in London, playing in different people's bands, leading my own bands, and the group I'm playing with tonight is my regular quartet. I have two quartets, but we do a lot of playing together, and we basically play jazz classic tunes really, but in our own style, and we're all very good friends and we've done a lot of playing together, so we just sort of let it happen.
So what kind of performance are you going to give tonight?
Well, it's just a series of tunes, kind of mostly well-known tunes, but done in our own way, and we just sort of, we start and we end somewhere, and but it's always a lot of fun. It's one of the most sort of more enjoyable bands that I play with, for sure.
Oh, that's nice. So can you tell me, how did you get interested in improvisation in jazz, and what kind of people or what kind of events actually inspired you to become a musician, a jazz musician?
I mean, I think hearing local musicians in my hometown of Perth, Australia, there was always some great musicians around, so I'd always go out and hear the gigs, and that would inspire me. And before that, my saxophone teacher in high school, my last year, started making me tapes out of like various people, and I sort of started, you know, getting the bug from that, and gradually I went and studied music for 3 years and met more people there, and so it's always been like meeting people and hearing them play and then talking to them and hearing them and reading the odd book here and picking up a bit of advice there, and you know, transcribing and listening, and you know, all just sort of
everything together
fuels the fire, you know. So,
yeah, that's very nice. Do you remember your first album?
My first what?
Album.
Well, that I played on?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it was with an Australian guitar player actually called Blake Wilner.
Oh.
And that was about 16 years ago or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah. I've played on quite a lot of other people's albums, but I'm still basically still to really kind of start recording on my own really. So I'm just in the process of recording the group I'm playing with tonight, and the sextet I have, and another quartet, and so yeah, I have big aspirations to do that in the next year or so.
So I see that jazz means, well, very much to you, and how could you actually describe what kind of things actually you feel when you're talking about jazz, and how could you actually describe it, how could you actually describe music for a person who does not know about improvisation and about jazz?
I mean, I think the thing about jazz that appeals to me is the fact that there is so much freedom within it, but there is structure as well. So I like my mind. I also have quite a sort of mathematical mind, so I like the order and the numbers of music, but at the same time the sort of sense of freedom and madness and chaos that can happen, you know, when you're playing with the right people. And I mean, jazz as well is for me is very much about the friendships of the musicians, and respect between you as people and as sort of musicians as well. And so when you kind of get that feeling of when you really trust a friend, you know, say, oh, can you help me out? It's the same thing on the bandstand. You know, if you play the wrong note, my good mate on piano is going to go, oh, it sounds better now, you know, and then that would inspire. So I like the spontaneity of it, and I think jazz is very much a music of spontaneity, excitement, but also, you know, a great pursuit, and a great art form in itself. So it's sort of a bit of religion to me, and a religion to the guys who I think are really into it and dedicated to it. So.
That's very nice, actually.
Yeah.
What about your biggest achievement? What would you consider your biggest achievement, actually?
I don't know. My girlfriend's having a baby, so That's maybe my best achievement.
But in musical terms?
Musical terms, I think when I left Australia coming to London, I never thought I would get, one gig, let alone, so I feel, a bit of pride that I sort of came to another country and set up a life for myself, and I've done many great gigs with many great artists, and I always feel very privileged to be there and happy to be there. So I wouldn't say that one was better, because playing in front of 50,000 people might be great, but it depends on if that is what gives you a thrill. Maybe playing in front of 10 people with you do an amazing gig with the guys you want to play with. Maybe that is my greatest achievement, because I felt the best after it. So I don't know. But continuing to play and continue to live in Europe and perform through Europe is a good achievement, I think.
So what actually made you choose UK, London, and?
I think I was attracted to Europe as a whole, and I wanted to kind of see. Coming from Australia, it's a very young country, so I wanted to go somewhere where it was old, and there was a lot of culture and history there. And then when I came to London, I just enjoyed its location. I enjoyed it as a city, and gradually it sort of started to become clear that it was a good sort of launch pad into Europe. And at the same time, I enjoyed the city itself, so I stayed here.
That's nice. Is there any particular tune you like to play from your jazz repertoire, or any jazz standard which actually is particularly important for you?
We're going to play one of them tonight. It's called Angelica, actually, and it was written by Duke Ellington and performed by him and John Coltrane, and I'm a very big John Coltrane fan. And it just has a feeling, it has a calypso feel, but it goes off into another realm as well. And I sort of feel, especially with this band, that we really take this tune to a really good space. So I really love playing that one, Angelica. So.
I would love to hear that.
Yeah, you hear that.
I will stay and listen to it. What about the upcoming projects? Your next gig? Where are you going to play?
My next gig is. I have something tomorrow, but I have a gig with the QCBA Quartet, which is the band that I co-lead with trumpeter Quentin Collins, and we play as a quartet with Omar, the sort of R&B. The singer Omar. And so we're playing at the Hideaway in Streatham, in London. So that'll be a good one. It's sold out apparently, so that should be good. So we're playing basically his compositions and a few other things, and we sort of arrange it with him, and we collaborate with quite a few artists, so this is one of our more sort of important collaborations that we do with that band. So we're doing that, and then the plan is to record my sextet, record this quartet, another quartet. I'm writing a suite for the sextet, which I'm hoping to record and get some gig with sort of next year. And also, I'm going to run a jazz festival as well, so I'm planning for next year's jazz festival and start trying to fundraise for that.
Quite a lot of things.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things happening, so I'm just sort of trying to get down to it and keep playing. So.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you very much.
My
it
pleasure.
was nice to
Lovely
speak
to
with
meet
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
My name is Brandon Allen, you're watching Leicester Jazz House TV.